It's been a little minute. Things have been very crazy, very hectic lately. The EP has finally dropped. We dropped on Monday, which is freaking amazing because this is like a project that I've been wanting to release for a while. And now that it's officially dropped, we can look at metrics, see what's happening, see what's going on, and then continue to push out the rollout because that's literally what I am doing or should be doing right now. I guess we'll look at metrics and then we'll talk about next steps. Well, let's start off with first where I've been. So I kind of picked up a bit of a freelancing brand ambassador gig. So I actually have a lot of different days this month that I will not be like available for myself. I'll be working in person, doing whatever, they need me to do. And that definitely affects things in terms of content being made, being put out, and all that type of stuff that I need to do for the project. We dropped on Monday. Tuesday, I had training for a job, and then Wednesday was the job, and it was like 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that whole day was gone. And then yesterday, I spent the day, trying to kind of curate my look and trying to see what vibe I want to go for as an artist and just kind of in general, because I feel like I keep showing up online kind of like in the same clothes and the same outfits, and I want to kind of have a more curated look, specifically for the music too, especially if I have to make reels all the time and all that type of stuff. But I think accessories can kind of help with that. But either way, that's probably a topic that we could focus on more in depth a bit later. And I think that's going to be like an artist development type topic. I'm going to say the metrics for my last project and then the metrics for this project. So both projects have 4 songs total. The first drop was in February. That's In Limbo. And we just dropped Mirage on Monday, which is in May. Okay, so for In Limbo, we have Distance. I'll go with the music video. The music video has 180 views. Let Me Down has 224. When's the Last Time has 113. And Summertime has 29. And when I tell you I was excited, I still am excited. I still think it's crazy if one person, 10 people listen to the songs and listen to the music that I made because I made it. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, for that to even be a thing. The song that has the most views is Let Me Down. It has 224, which I think is interesting. And I kind of have a theory, and it came from this drop, but I think that if the cover art really matches the title of the song, that is the song that's gonna do very well. So I have a song called Summertime, but because the cover art is like in a sepia, like black and white, and then I look kind of sad or down in the cover art, I think that song didn't do as well because of that, if that makes sense. So I kind of want to test something out with that. That's kind of seeming like a trend to me right now, because When's the Last Time is kind of like, is not a positive kind of feeling that you think when you hear that. It sounds kind of like sad. And same thing with Let Me Down. That's definitely sad. And that's kind of what the thumbnail looks like. So I feel like there's some type of correlation there in terms of people like maybe clicking on it and being like, oh, okay, this vibe matches this vibe. I have an expectation of what this is going to sound like. Okay, now we have this project, which is Mirage. New Friends right now has 10 views, and these metrics are for like the past 5 days. It hasn't even been a week yet. New Friends already has 10 views in 5 days, which is crazy. It's like 2 people a day. Cycles is 6. So that's like 1 person a day. Dreaming is 9. So very close to New Friends. So almost 2 people a day. And then this is like insane to me. Tonight has 419 views in 5 days. That's bonkers. Like, that's so insane. And I think the reason why that happened, it has to do with my theory where the cover art looks like this and the title of it is Tonight. Like, it just meshes. It goes very well together. And I think the picture encapsulates what the title of the video is. So that just kind of tells me it's very important for these songs, especially on YouTube, for the cover art to kind of match or be on brand or on theme with whatever the name of the song is. And I'm thinking for that in terms of visualizers, in terms of music videos. And I think it's more so important, I guess, maybe as a newer artist, like I said, because that's all they have to go off of. And it's like, okay, you're giving me an idea and I like what I'm seeing. Let me listen to it and see what I think. So that has been really, really cool. It's funny enough, it's slowing down now. Prior to today, it was kind of getting like on average like 100 views per day. And now it's like finally slowing down. Like I'm gonna take a screenshot of what it looks like, the live view. So like I said, crazy. Oh, I also wanted to talk about Instagram. I posted a TikTok with my songs, of course, and I've posted it before with my last project. And I feel like super important, probably the most important thing that you could do on Instagram is post consistently, because they really do it seems like they really do like that. However, I've noticed on Instagram, it would be like a slow rise, like it would incrementally kind of get more views, as opposed to something I post and it gets views like instantly. Somehow, I don't know what it is that Instagram liked about it, but it definitely, with this new project, I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, but Instagram showed it to non-followers very quickly, like quicker than they did before. So this is kind of like what this graph looks like. All of these are like non-followers. Like followers are below average, and then like non-followers is like beating that crazy. That's something that I guess I would say kind of shocked me. And then also, if we look at the sources of the views, it seems like they put me on the explore page, in people's feeds and in the reels tab. So this one is another video that I made. So this is a reel, and I posted this in March, and it has 425 views. So right now the other reel has 300 already. And this is the followers, so it's way more. Oh, sorry. This is followers, so it's showing it to way more followers, and non-followers is a bit below average. And me personally, if you ask me personally, I really like the idea of them showing me to more non-followers than followers. So I don't know what the specific difference is. The thing that I did differently this time, I definitely asked AI, like, okay, how do I tell people to listen to my music in a way that Instagram will not penalize me for? Because I had watched a video and it was talking about like Instagram wants you to stay on this platform. They don't want you telling people that your link is in your bio, because that'll take people off platform, and they want people to stay on Instagram. So I wanted to try and see like, okay, what different wording I can use and see if that makes a difference. Now, I am not 100% sure that this made a difference, because I don't say link in bio in every post that I make. I just know that, I don't know, like maybe they knew who to show it to or whatever. I also think that like being more consistent, like this is a second project, not the first or whatever, like they'll get an idea like, oh, okay, this person posts music, they post this, they post that. And then with TikTok is honestly my least favorite place to post. I just feel like, me personally, I don't get the best return from TikTok, but I do have an artist page on TikTok. If you were to go like to my profile, like this is how it looks, like it has my songs there and everything. So that's pretty cool. Like I'm sure it'll be more useful when I am, I guess, bigger. But I don't really get like a ton of views on TikTok, and it just isn't my favorite social media platform to post on. I think my favorite place to post on is definitely YouTube. I feel more connected to YouTube, and like I have a better understanding of it. I think with TikTok, the content that needs to be on there needs to be, I think, very fast paced and very original, and I'm not there yet. So I still post there, and I will continue to still post there, just because. If I have a reel or a short, I will post it on all platforms. I'd be pretty much shocked, honestly, if I post something on TikTok and it does like really well, because that's just not the trend that I've seen with me posting on TikTok. Next steps. What do I have to do now? So now I still have to make the hoodie for this project. For the merch capsule for this project, I still need to do that. Right now we are in the content phase in terms of like promoting the songs and everything like that. And I have a Notion content plan for it that I just haven't executed yet. So I'm planning on actually recording a couple of those Notion prompts today, like right now after I finish recording this video, just so I can have some stuff to post for maybe like the next couple days. I think what I'm going to do this time that I didn't do last time is I'm going to kind of like change my shirt and stuff, so it doesn't all look like I'm recording on the same day, and just so that I can still continue to make content past this, but it looks new. Like that's kind of what I want to go for. An example of like one of the prompts that I have is like, okay, for song number 1, I have to like either lip sync or vibe to the catchiest part of that song, like the chorus. And then I would put like a text on top that's like, this song drops soon. What about, what's this one about? Guess below, something like that. But obviously it dropped already. So I might have to tweak these a little bit because I don't remember if I told them what the content plan was for. They might think that I'm saying that I need this for the 2 weeks leading up to the drop when I'm doing this for like after the drop. So I'm probably going to redo that and then, like I said, record those videos right now. So that's a little update. I'll be back again tomorrow.
It's vibrant, strobe lights are shining through the smoke.